Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Fred Pescatori, and I know I talk to you guys about exercise all the time, and exercise is super important, but I realized is that you've never actually seen me exercise. So I'll show you, I'm not gonna go through my whole routine because it takes 70 minutes, but I just want you to know how easy it is to do at home because these are things I all do at home with very little equipment, and I'll show you all that in a second. But today's lesson about exercise is that cutting your dementia risk can be as easy as 6 minutes of exercise, doing 6 minutes of exercise a day. Because when we exercise, our muscles produce lactic acid. Well, when we have enough lactic acid in the body, the brain, which usually uses glucose for energy, will then switch to using lactic acid for energy, and that slows down the cognitive process. And who doesn't want to keep our memories fresh and alive and happy and all of that? Okay, so let me show you how I'm gonna exercise. I think I will do one exercise of each, just so you see how easy it is to do all of these things. But let me take you over to where I just put out all my exercise equipment, which is not something I always do. I mean, sometimes I just put it out, so it's not like sitting here all the time, but here it is. So it's a simple ball, very inexpensive for abdominal work and other stuff, as you'll see. A little 10-pound kettlebell and a 15-pound body bar, and then a mat. And I use a pillow. Oh, and I also have a stretch band, which I forgot. I left that in the kitchen. So let's go get that real quick because I'm gonna show you all of that. And we'll show you what to do with each one of them. So as you can see, it's a simple little exercise band that I got on Amazon I think I got 5 different ones for $10 or something. So all of this equipment is pretty cheap and you can get a really amazing full body workout doing it. So what I would normally do is turn up the music, either some like high intensity electronic dance music or maybe some Bad Bunny or something fun, so it takes my mind off of what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do that, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me, and since I'm the most important part of this video, I'm gonna choose to have just the background noise, background ambient noise, and not something else that you'll wanna listen to more than me. And so let's get started. So I start the body bar, again, 15 pounds. You don't need heavy weights to make accomplishments. And what I'm gonna show you today, I wasn't able to do 3 months ago when I started out on this particular program. So what I do is 40 curls, and what you do is you have to make sure that your elbows are tucked into your body, and I do a 2 lift. So I'll lift my wrist so that it gets the forearms, then I'll raise my bicep so that it gets my bicep. And you wanna go all the way down and then all the way up. I go from biceps to triceps. Triceps are super easy to do with a chair. I don't have anything but a chair. So let me put that there. Okay, so tricep simple, really easy. Go full extension down, full extension up, full extension down, full extension up. Simple, easy. A friend of mine told me what to do. I don't know what it works. I think that works back. I think it works triceps. I think it works chest. But I'll show you again. It's all about improvising with what you've got around the house. You don't have to worry about all this fancy equipment. I just go over here and I pull myself up on this bar. I do it for 15 times. So I do things in 4 sets of 4. So I do 17 different exercises each time I do this. Back with the body bar. And this will cover different things. So I do shoulders, then I pull it in, which gets chest and tris, and then let it down. And I do 20 of those. So for legs, I use the 10-pound kettlebell and I do squats. So it's just hips out, butt down and up. Hips out, butt down and up, and try to get as low as you can go without hurting your back. So that was a squat, and then this is the lunge. With the kettlebell in my hand, see the kettlebell? I just take a step forward, then you move down, get your knee as low as you can go, and then pop right back up. And you do it on the other side. And you never want to go past the knee. You always have to be behind the knee. Now remember, I'm not an exercise physical therapist. I'm just a guy who likes to exercise and tell you to exercise. So now at least I have to show you what I do. It's only fair. Okay, again with a chair, you can do back rows. You lean over, make sure your back's not arched, and up you go. 1, 2, 3. So you're just lifting it back and forth. Simple. Okay, so I use the ball. Easy enough. Ball, $10 piece of equipment. You have to be a little further back. And it's just simple sit-ups, right? So that's simple. That's another exercise. Then you could do it on the other side of the ball to get your lower back. This is really good for your lower back. You spread out on the ball, and then you just lift your legs up like that to get the lower back. Okay? Oh, here's one thing that I do. This is good for the chest. Boom, boom, boom. Very good for the chest. So this is for the sides, right? So you just lift this up and try to reach your toe. Now, see how far down I'm getting, which is not as far as I would like, but when I first started doing this, I could only go to here, and now I can go all the way down to here. So I think that's an improvement. And you do both on both sides. So it's not about whether you can do everything perfectly at the beginning, it's just that you work at it, and you slowly and steadily improve. And again, as you can see, even what I'm wearing is like Old Navy, $4.99. I'm not a big fan of having to go to like Lululemon and all of those places. Not that there's anything wrong with Lululemon. Just go to all those places and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on an outfit to wear to the gym. Okay, better. So up and above, that's another exercise for the chest, shoulders, back. And I like doing this for the abdominal obliques. You lift it, but you don't bend your back over, right? So that's another one for that's one for obliques. Two for obliques. Put it around any post, and you could do rows with it. So I'm doing high rows right now, which work the shoulders. Shoulders in the back, high rows. You can do low rows where you move it down, and you get the lower part of the back. So there's that. All right, I lie on the mat. I put the ball between my feet. I put my head down. I rest my head on a pillow, and then I just go from side to side, working the obliques. And when I started doing this, folks, when I started doing that exercise, I literally could only do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Now I'm up to 40. So like I said, it just takes time, diligence, and body weight, and a couple of little accessories. It really takes nothing. And when I travel, I'll take either the kettlebell with me. You can always take the band. They travel, they're super light. So yeah, that's it. That's how I exercise. And doing that will make lots of things better for your health. I'm Dr. Fred Pescatore. Thank you for watching.